Hi, my name is Andrea, and in this video, I would like to share about being and feeling lost, my experience of 15 years with myself from being lost to finding my own path, also my experience with people and what you can expect on this journey. I have a lot of insights about being and feeling lost, so I have a lot to share, and I advise you to listen and watch this video carefully and try to put your judgments aside. In this video, we will touch the following topics. What does it mean to be lost, to feel lost? What does it mean to be found? Why are we feeling lost, or why are we lost? And I would like to distinguish these two, because sometimes we are lost, but we are just not aware of it. We spend a lot of money on distractions, or we create ourselves tons of problems so that we don't have to look into our own essence, into the truth. Basically, we don't have the power and the skill set to deal with our own emptiness. I would like to first of all congratulate you because you are getting on track. I know it must feel awkward to be lost. You sort of stuck in helplessness. You are now just getting on track, and you had the power to face your own emptiness, that you are lost. A lot of people are not daring to get so far because they're not able to deal with this feeling. They're not able to deal with the fact that they live in an empty life and they are just following mainstream society. With a lot of people, when we start talking, they start to realize that they are lost, and they start to realize the difference between being lost and being found. And they just realize, oh, wow, I'm so far away from myself. What does it mean to be lost? Being lost is being disconnected from yourself, disconnected from your inner compass. Everybody has a compass that feels and knows what is right, what is wrong, that feels into other people, feels into the matrix, feels into energies. We all get that deep inside, but it's just dimmed from early childhood because we are learning that we have to listen to our parents, we have to agree with them, we have to follow their rules and terms. Otherwise, we might get hurt, we might get abused, we might get rejected, and we lose love. So what we do is we start following love, and we want to please people, and we want to feel safe. And this all happens in order for us to feel safe, because we are little, we are exposed, we are vulnerable, we are helpless, we are not self-sufficient. And this is the strategy that we build. But the problem is that in a lot of families, the life strategies are out of date. People don't have the right strategy for success, for happiness, for confidence, for fulfillment, for power, for love. So what happens is we learn all those strategies. At the same time, we are feeling safe. At the same time, we please those people, and that's how we grow up, and that's how we get out in life. And we have no clue that we lost track of ourselves, because at the same time, you had to give up on yourself. You had to give up on your inner voice, who you are deep inside, that beautiful, magical being that of course has to be conditioned, has to adapt to this life as a human being. But there was nothing that would align these two. So you start following mainstream society, but that's just so far away from you. So you're stuck in your head, in your comfort zone. Feeling lost is part of the awakening process. To admit that you are lost, to admit this feeling is very hard. It puts you most of the time in a helpless position, and it takes a lot of courage. So right now, I want you to congratulate yourself that you are getting on track to reconnecting with yourself, to aligning your inside world with the world outside. Now for that, you need tools and techniques. Your parents don't have that. Some parents have good life strategies, or some good life strategies, and there are more successful and less successful parents and families and people and men and women. So you can learn a lot from them, but the rest you have to learn it by yourself. And if you don't learn it, you're just lost. Feeling lost means that you admit that you are lost, so you are open to finding ways to yourself to understand this feeling, to get you out of this chaos. So yeah, congratulations, you just became a seeker. What are you seeking? You are seeking the truth. You are seeking yourself. You are seeking understanding. You are seeking fulfillment. But fulfillment comes from the soul. The mind has only satisfaction. The mind can be satisfied, but the fulfillment, the sense of fulfillment, comes from the soul. So you have to connect with your soul. And yes, now we arrive to the spiritual realm. We are not just material. We are not just flesh and bones and eyes and brain. We are way more than that. And the way we perceive the world defines our lives. And we are able to develop these skills. We are able to develop the right life strategies. We are able to redefine ourselves. But it has to happen all in alignment with your true self, with your soul, decomposing everything that is not you, and starting to define more and more exactly who you are. Who am I? What do I want? What do I love? What do I adore? Which way I want to go? What do I want to try out? What is that I would love to explore in this life? Life is supposed to be a journey. It's supposed to be a game. And you're supposed to feel on a playground where you can play without fear. But therefore, you have to remove your fears. Therefore, you have to learn to deal with your fear. You have to be able to judge what is safe and what is not safe. What is safe to break through because it's a false fear, is something that's hindering you on your path, or what is good to respect, to say, okay, I have fear of this and I don't want to go beyond that because it's dangerous. So we have this monkey brain and we don't know how to use it properly. When something happens and we get triggered, we are just drawn by those feelings and emotions, and the mind is out of control, and we are not able to take the control back. We are not able to assess the situation with cold blood, although that's what we should do. Although we should sort out our own triggers, why we get triggered, why we react to a certain situation in a certain way. What does it mean to be found? To be found means that you have clarity upon your strengths and weaknesses, and you are in the process of transforming your weaknesses into strengths, to processing and changing life strategies, recrafting who you are in alignment with what your plans are, what your goals are, what your dreams are, in alignment with your soul, and your soul is getting in alignment with your mind, meaning that what you think is aligned with what you feel, what comes from inside with that gut feeling. Being found means that you're observing yourself. You are self-aware. You notice whenever you get triggered. You notice whenever you get stuck in fear, and you process that. You move beyond your fear. You process your inner misery through what happens in the world outside. It means that you are on your path and you are more and more focused on your path, because there's still tendencies of mainstream society trying to take you away, outer influences, people who would try to hold you back or take you on a different track, but you are more and more on your track, pursuing your goals, your dreams. Being found means that you are very connected with your senses, and you can see and read through people and through yourself. You cannot get mistaken because you already have a knowledge about human psyche. You know how to be in a flow with people. You know how to overcome conflicts. You know how to handle situations. You are already not judgmental, and you are in the process of working on your judgments because you observe yourself. Therefore, You build this beautiful connection with your people around, and your energy shifts in a way that you're further and further away from toxic people. And the negative things cannot get you triggered anymore. You don't have those triggers inside, so you don't attract them. And you have the power to get them out of your world, or still they can stay in if they shift into positive, into a loving and mutually uplifting connection. Being found means that you're in an instant connection with yourself, looking at the feedback of what you get from inside, your inner voice, how you feel on that day, what you think. You can go deep down, you can dig into yourself, you can figure those things out, and you are able to bring yourself back to the state of flow over and over. It means that you have a daily routine that keeps you on track, that moves you forward, and that keeps you high in a flow. Being found means that you have this clarity upon life, what is true, what is lie. You see through mainstream society, and still you have this clarity about what you want and who you are. And nobody and nothing can get you out of this. Being found means that you're on this beautiful journey of self-discovery, self-healing, and self-work. And you are not afraid anymore to step into your challenges, to look into the truth of who you are, to look into your weaknesses, to look into your problems, because you already know how to process those negative emotions, how to move beyond your fears, resentment, hate, anxiety. So you know how to deal with your system, you know how to go up and down on this emotional ladder, and how to bring yourself back always into this state of balance. You develop these beautiful self-supportive life strategies that keep you on track, that help you get you focused. You are able to hold space for your life. You are able to say no to toxic, to negative. You are able to create your boundaries, knowing who you are, and you don't let people take advantage of you. You are able to develop those mutually uplifting connections and find the right people on your path with whom you can mutually support each other. You build confidence, wisdom, and this inner unshakable stability, because you get the clarity of who you are and what you want. You get the clarity of people, of life, what you need and what you don't need. All based on this inner compass, your soul. And all of a sudden, your life isn't flat anymore, because you have the choice to resculpt your life, yourself. Your decisions will change, your energy level will change, your whole life will change, because you're becoming a better and better version of yourself. You become empowered to be who you truly are. So why are you feeling lost? Why are you lost? First of all, because nobody could teach you and show you what life truly is about. We have a lot of out-of-date strategies. Our parents have been through very tough times. There's no mindfulness. There's no self-awareness, which means that you need to learn it in case you want to feel the emptiness. Then you don't have the clear understanding of yourself, of your strengths, of your weaknesses, and what you can do about it, how you can recraft yourself, how you can bring out your full potential, how you can become fulfilled. You need techniques and you need a lot of self-awareness. A lot of people act like machines, and they are not self-aware whenever they get triggered, whenever they get drawn away by emotions or by thoughts, and they are very judgmental. They get into games, they get into problems, and they are not able to deal with their own drama. They have no skill set and they have no proper techniques. You can learn to handle, to shift your emotions and to balance your emotional state. And then in this modern world, we have a lot of options. We have a lot of technology. We have a lot of abundance. We can buy clothes cheap and we don't know. We don't find our way through it. We cannot choose wisely. For a lot of people, things are easy, so they are not able to deal with challenges. They don't have the power, the strength, the mindset, the skill set. People want things easy. They are not able and ready to do the work because they don't realize how much they miss out on. So they just live an empty life. And then there is lack of self-connection, of this alignment between your mind, your heart, in your soul, lack of awareness of this connection, not being able to read yourself through your senses, sensing your energy level. For example, if you are with a low energy level, what can you do to increase your energy level? If you are in a negative thought or if you are in a negative mood, what can you do to get yourself out of there? So you are just exposed and basically have no power upon your life because everything that happens to you defines you instead of you defining your life. We are also lost because we are scared of our own uniqueness. And it's a basic animal instinct to belong to the herd because that would keep us safe. But at this point, that is also just about mainstream society's how to distract yourself from facing the emptiness thing, and that doesn't get you closer to yourself. So yeah, you have to get yourself together and get that power to step into your own unique self, holding space for who you are, irradiating in that inner beauty